What up? I'm Dimitri.
I'm HM Beats.
And we are JusMusic God. What's happening?
We met out here in California about 5 years ago. We both went to Los Angeles recording school. I think that's kind of what brought us together.
Basically, this guy just walked into my apartment dorm room one day and said he made beats. He heard me making beats down the hall, and he just barged in. I don't know where he came from, but we just happened to go to the same school. Yep. So that's how we formed our relationship, and 4 years later down the line, here we are. Some of the songs I've co-produced on, you may have heard Reason to Hate with Neo, Tyga, and Wiz Khalifa, produced by Felly Fell, co-produced by me, shout to Felly. Recently just did a Juicy J film featuring Future, dropped on his last mixtape. Got some co-production on that. Got a Jason Derulo record coming up. Who else we got, man?
Man, it's going down. CeeLo, Juicy J.
Yeah, Jacob Lattimore. Get ready to.
Jacob about to shut it down.
Get ready to do something with him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're excited. The Hit or Not record came about because of this wonderful guy. His name's J Main. Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically we're getting ready. I called him on the phone and I said, "Hey Jay, let's work. Let's do a beat." And he was like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, I got Rayven Justice with me. You want me to bring him through?" I said, "Sure, why not?" It's crazy because we had just been talking about this kid, like probably no more than a couple days prior than this. So I was more than excited to have him through, and came through and.
Magic.
I think he played about 50 beats for him, and he didn't choose not one of them. And then I unplugged, and the Hit or Not beat came on off the laptop speakers, and he was like, "What's that?"
Yep.
And that was it. And then we did it. Didn't go to sleep that night.
Rayven was pretty sick that day at the session. I could tell his nostrils, nasal. How do you say it? Nostrils.
He was all nasally,
but it was good though because
it kind of gave him a cool tone.
Yeah.
But you could still tell he's a little nasally.
It worked. He worked it like he was determined to get that song done that day. Actually, he was kind of laggy. We had to push him to come on, don't stop. I know you're sick.
Yeah, I remember we didn't want to do the bridge that night. We almost left. Remember that? We almost left. Mm-hmm. And didn't want to do the bridge. We're like, "Nah, man, we got the home stretch. We're right on third base. We just got to come back. We just got to knock it out of the park." And we did it. We stayed up and didn't change a thing about it. We do the record. Wake up the next morning and I got so many new Twitter followers and text messages and
right.
You know, this song is going up. You got one. And it took a minute. I think his song's been about a year now, but you know, we did have the heavy hitter Felly Fell get behind it first. He did drop it. Shout to Felly. He dropped it first, and I believe after that, the internet kind of just cycled around the internet for a little bit, and got popping. Mm-hmm. And we were fortunate enough, blessed enough to get French Montana on the record on the remix. So we went in, retouched the mix. I went in. Redid basically a whole new record, even though it was a remix, but we still treated it like it was a brand new record. And now hearing it on the radio, man, it's something.
It's prospering.
Yeah, man, it's a dream come true. It really is. Yeah, all right, man. I'm tired of talking about this record. Let's get into it. So as the record starts off, you hear the initial sound. It's an organ. It's from a Korg M1. I believe it's a Korg M1 soft synth. Yeah, just an E minor progression. There's two different ones here. There's one for when the 808 kicks, and there's one when it's just by itself. It's got bottom on it. So when the 808 kicks, EQ kicks on, shelves out the 808, shaves out the bottom, and leaves room for the 808. We always have your standard ratchet club kick. So fairly simple. Then I threw an open hat, kind of just frequently going in and out of the record, but it also adds texture to the snare. So as you can hear, it's kind of mixed underneath to the snare pan to the left. Then we have hi-hats. Kind of pan smooth to the left a little bit with a phaser on it, just to give it a little texture. I'm really big into texturing things. Kind of stock sounds are kind of played out, so I use like the bit crush, phaser, a lot of distortion plugins like noise, Nomad Factory, valve driver, stuff like that. Do really good for snares and hi-hats when you want to gritty stuff up. You'll notice anything that I have, like if I solo this clap right here, I don't know if you can really hear, but there's a lot of noise underneath it. So after we got the kick and the clap and the organ, we bring in our good old friend Mr. 808, nice distorted 808 out of the Silent plugin. And that's a lot of the foundation of the beat. Everything else is really just effects, drops, down filters, sweeps. I have a custom sweep that you can never find because I recorded it myself. Couldn't find the sweep that I wanted, so I mic'd it. Went in the booth and mic'd it. Do a reverb on myself, some little tricks, made it sound cool, and have my own sweep. That's in tempo, that's in time, that's in key. So it's pretty cool. Then obviously you add Mr. Rayven Justice, some great writing, and Mr. French Montana, and we have a record. My advice for upcoming producer, I would say just repetition. Be on your Pro Tools and your Logic, your Ableton, Cubase, Reason, whatever you use, be on it every day because there's somebody else on it every single day. So that's how you get your records where you need to be because you're only as good as your last record. So you need to be on it. You need to stay on it. Everything's changing. There's always new sounds being added. There's always new drums being added. And you can, spend time making your own kicks. I stress to this guy making your own kicks all the time on your downtime. Exploring new plugins. That's a main thing that I specifically take time to do. If I'm not doing something, I'm downloading new plugs. I'm trying to find new sounds. Just something. Just surround yourself with your craft, and you will have a record. You will get one. I promise you.